everyone. I'm Carolina Alberna, CEO at the Brazil-Canada Chamber of Commerce, and we're hosting today a quick conversation between Heather Gamble, CEO and co-founder of the Artemis project, and Jamile Cruz, CEO and founder of ING 101 and chair of the BCCC Diversity and Inclusion Committee. The subject is very close to our hearts, and we're extremely happy to be partnering with Artemis project to foster and promote ESG innovation in mining by building collaborations between female entrepreneurs and the mining companies. So without further ado, I would like to welcome Jamile and Heather Gamble. The mic is yours. Thank you for being here.
Thanks, Carol. Again, always happy to talk about my favorite subjects, gender equity, mining, Brazil and Canada. So we're combining everything in this place today. Welcome everybody who is watching us here. The subject today, it's a mix of supplier diversity, gender equality, and Heather will be talking about all of this to all of us. So one piece of information for us to ground this conversation is that only 16% of Canadian small and medium-sized businesses are owned by women. And studies show that advancing gender equality and women's participation in the economy, by doing that, Canada, for example, could add up to 150 million in GDP. So without further ado, I want all of you to hear more about the Artemis project, which is a project led by Heather Gamble. Heather is the founder also of the Women on the Move, and she's going to be talking to us about this project that is focused on supplier diversity in the mining industry. She held VP of Sales and Marketing roles for leading startup technology companies by her late 30s. And later, her entrepreneurial desire took over, and she now helps entrepreneurs like me, I'm also part of the Artemis project, to really bring our business to the best it can be and serve this industry that so much needs our help. So Heather, welcome to this talk.
Thank you, Jamile. Thank you very much for that beautiful introduction. I want to just build on what Jamile shared with you, and that currently 16% of small, medium-sized businesses in Canada are owned by women. Above and beyond that, there's approximately 26% that are women that are recorded as self-employed. And so that is another community of those self-employed women that are definitely looking to take that, take their self-employed stature and move it into a business. So I really believe that the opportunity really is significant in terms of what we can do and what women would like to do with their ventures, self-employed, SMEs, etc. So it's my very great pleasure to share with you just a few points about Artemis Project. I did, as Jamile says, open the Women Business Accelerator for women selling B2B solutions about 6 years ago in Canada. I did that because I didn't see any supports that I envisioned for women at the time. And so I opened it up. And one of the first areas that we started working, and again, we approached all traditional STEM-based industries, but certainly one of the first areas was women in mining. And we started working with a few female entrepreneurs in mining, successfully grew their businesses to sustainable measures, and then thought there has to be a way that we can make impact for these incredible women entrepreneurs in mining and collectively drive systemic change. So that's how it started with one, folded it, or, it then escalated into more than one. And we thought there's an opportunity, because why we say that, as Jamile said as well, currently less than 1% of women entrepreneurs are represented in large corporate supply chains. And so we saw the opportunity that if we could build and facilitate outcomes between a collective of women entrepreneurs and mid to large tier mining companies and provide that facilitation of outcomes, that we would be able to bring a much faster degree of sustainability and success for all women entrepreneurs in mining. And their vision is to do just that and then expand that across other STEM-based industries outside of mining. So that's how Artemis started and grew, and what path we're on today.
That's amazing. Thanks for sharing all of that, Heather. I think just one step further to what you just shared about the Artemis, maybe you can tell us about how the women entrepreneurs join the project and what should they expect. So what are the services? What do they learn by joining the Artemis project?
Great question. So in terms of Artemis, again, we're entrepreneurs, so we crafted something that's very unique. And so what Artemis members, and we are going through a very a robust expansion effort in Brazil, in Chile, in Russia, and in Australia this year. And so what we do for our women entrepreneurs is that we build a peer-to-peer network. We bring them in so they get familiar with other women-owned businesses and women entrepreneurs in mining and metals. And the purpose of that is to create potential synergies, co-creations in terms of marketing events, actual products, services, etc. In addition to that, we supply and we build capacity around business development, sales training. And in addition to that, we actually drive procurement agreements, formal procurement agreements with mining companies. This is the first ever, it's never been done before in the mining industry. We took best practices from other industries and primarily large corporate organizations and looked at what they were doing to facilitate and advance underrepresented groups in their supply chain. And so it's through these official procurement agreements, we are pleased to say that we are finding mining companies extremely open to this, and not just open, they want to do it. They absolutely want to build in the supply chain more diversity, innovation, sustainability through underrepresented groups like female entrepreneurs.
No, that's awesome. And I guess just jumping on that as well, what should the companies expect, right? So you talk about like sustainability and these contracts that you can set up for the women entrepreneurs. So what should the companies expect to gain from these agreements and from this partnership?
Brilliant question. What our value proposition to the mining companies is, we know large companies are looking for more streams of innovation. Entrepreneurs are a stream of open innovation. The challenge is that it's very difficult for large companies to work one-on-one with entrepreneurs. And that's a challenge in terms of breaking into that supply chain. So the mining companies absolutely love the fact that we bring a collective. So we bring multiple entrepreneurial talent, new approaches, new thinking to our mining clients. And then therefore, what we do for the mining companies is we do bring in this new and novel stream of innovation that tends to be, and all Artemis members, they deliver different products, services, and solutions. However, there is a common bond to enhance and increase sustainability in mining. And we think that's really, really important. And all of our members ascribe to helping mining become a more responsible, more sustainable business. So in a nutshell, they receive more access to open, more innovation through these agile, incredibly talented women entrepreneurs, of which 75% come with an engineering background, extreme experience, over 600 years of collective experience, and they're driving new ways to help mining be more responsible.
Yeah, and for those curious to everything that Heather just positioned here as the business case, there is a report from 2018 from the World Bank where they define specifically the business case for investments on supplier diversity, specifically focused on women. So I encourage everybody to go and search, because you can see that study done over oil and gas and mining industry, and it's very rich and a lot of information that you could use to build your own procurement setup. So just to close our conversation here, because of course we could talk about this forever, but we want this to be a short video. What do you see for the Artemis project in 2021? Like, we're starting the year, we talked already about expansions here for the BCCC. Of course, we're very interested in the expansion for Brazil. So maybe you can share a little bit more about what this expansion contains and what's entitled, and what do you see for 2021?
Yes, thank you for the opportunity, Jamili. And so certainly we are coming to market with a significant announcement on March 8th. So International Women's Day and the start of PDAC, our one of the largest mining conferences. And what we see an expanded presence of Artemis, whereby we can deliver more, bring more innovative solutions into our mining clients, and then clearly be able to help mining. It's a global business. Be able to operationalize with female entrepreneurs, not just at a headquarters locations, but at their operational sites. And we know, for example, Brazil is a enormous mining market. So we are very, very proud and excited to be able to synergize with women entrepreneurs in Canada, in Brazil, and other areas to really drive the most amount of value we can for our mining clients and the most amount of value for our female entrepreneurs, make systemic change so that we change that landscape and that 1% of procurement substantially increases.
Well, that's amazing. Thanks for sharing all of this. Thanks again, Carolina, Raquel, for setting this up. We're looking forward to what's coming next for all of us, right? As entrepreneurs, as leaders of Artemis, as mining leaders. So thanks for being here today with us. Welcome to our world of Brazilian mining. And hopefully we're going to be doing a lot of work together. So thanks, everybody. Have a great one. Stay safe.
Thank you. Stay safe. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jamili and Heather, for this insightful conversation. We're very happy to be involved in this initiative, and we look forward to continuing contributing for the success of the Artemis project and to support those incredible women entrepreneurs to connect with the Brazilian mining sector. And don't forget, the Prospector and Developers Association of Canada annual conference is just around the corner. It will take place virtually in 2021 from March 7th to March 11th. And the BCCC will once again host the 15th edition of the Brazil-Canada at PDAC 2021 in partnership with the Organizing Committee of Brazil at PDAC, led by Ajimbi, and the Brazilian Ministry of Mines and Energy. So stay tuned as we'll be releasing the preliminary agenda and sponsorship packages in the next couple of days. So in the meantime, I wish you all a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we look forward to seeing you all virtually during the PDAC events. So for more information, you can go to our website, www.braskingchamber.org. And for more information on the Artemis project, www.artemisproject.ca. Thank you. Bye-bye.